we're getting ready to get started here. Get everybody to be in the middle two sections right now. Be in the middle two sections. There's some sign-in sheets going around. Make sure you sign in. Make sure your VID is legible. Make sure your name is legible. Okay? And some of you may have already had the sign-in sheet. If you could also put down the username for your Atlas email, so if, you know, we already know it's mail.greencollege.edu, but if you could put next to where you print your name, your username for your Atlas, so we could email you another evaluation type thing. So the one that you're doing now would be what you would turn in for your workshop, but also they're going to be sending out what they call a Qualtrics evaluation so they could get some data. So we'll need that information. Okay? Welcome to the first of many workshops that's done by our new Bridges students that started this summer. Cohort VR 1213. They just started over. Some of y'all give them a hand. This is the first one out the gate. Come on. All right, so don't be too mean with them. Y'all be interactive with them as they come to us. I'm going to bring the group leader up and she could take us further. Kendra Castleberry. This is Alpha 1. And she'll tell you what all that means.
Okay, so we are Alpha 1, as Dr. Robinson said, and our presentation is on joining social networks, pros and cons. So we have a short video. It might be a little long, though. Is the sound up? So that was just a little backdrop. So now we're just gonna kind of break it down to what that video was actually talking about, if you guys were even paying attention. But the definition of social networks is a dedicated website or other application that enables users by posting information, comments, messages, images, and many more. It all starts with 2 words, sign up. Following, create your profile, and then adding friends. These are 3 steps that every social network shares. So now we're going to talk about history.
Hello everyone, my name is Ismail, I'm part of Alpha One Group. Thank you guys for coming to support us. The history of social networking: in 1971, the first email was sent. And Geosite, one of the first social networks, was launched in 1994. In 1995, the Globe.com gave users freedom to personalize their experience and interact with people around the world. In 2002, Friendster made an appearance. In 2003, MySpace was launched. And in 2004, Facebook was launched. In 2006, Twitter arrives. The most visited site since 2004 was Facebook, and the founder was Mark Elliott Zuckerberg. The second most popular site in the world is Twitter, of course, with a number of 110 million monthly users linked in. Reid Huffman, known as to help people find jobs if you look for a job, you know, 14 years of age of qualification for MySpace. Now, before it used to be 18 years of age, back when we were like in middle school. And the founder is Tom Anderson and Chris DeWolf. In order to have a profile on Orkut, you need to be 18 years old. Orkut connects users with friends and suggests friends for you through similar interests and founders. For the last 12 years, many artists have been discovered through Divine Art. Founders Angelo Satira and Matt Steffens. Live journals available in 32 different languages worldwide. Founder Brad Fitzpatrick. Tag was designed to help users meet new people with the same interests. Founders Greg Tseng and John Keller Smith. And Cafe Mom, this is hilarious. Cafe Mom was designed by 2 guys. Well, yeah, somewhat of 2 guys. Michael Sanchez and, I don't know what the other one is. Yeah. But 2 guys designed this website for moms that's actually pregnant or gonna be pregnant, or moms that already have kids, and they talk about tips such as pregnancy, health, fashion, food, and much more what girls like to talk about.
Cons of joining social networking.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Constantine Davis, and today on cons of joining social networking, one is that it entices people to spend more time isolated and less time interacting face to face. 2, time wasted. 3, most users are unaware of security risks. 4, a false sense of security may leave social networking site users vulnerable to security attacks such as hacking, sensitive info leaks, and viruses, etc. And 5, suppresses personality, causes brain disorders in children, infected real conversations, limited attention spans, need for instant gratification, self-centered personalities, and ADHD hyperactivity. And 6, social network sites have no way to verify that people are who they claim to be. So leaving people vulnerable to online predators who are able to mask the, I can't see that, but it lead them mask to vulnerable predators and such, etc.
By a show of hands, how many of you think that these are like actual cons and that we use these every day? Like you think it's a bad thing, joining social networking? That's the majority of you guys. Okay, cool.
Top 3 reasons why we join and use social networks. The first one is identity, and it showcases who we are. It says something about your overall character. So like what you put on your Facebook, your Twitter, or all the other social networks that they talked about, it shows who you are as a person. The other one is connections. To keep in contact with your friends, like now we've graduated, some of your friends have gone away to college. You can use your social networks to keep in touch with your friends and also family that don't live near you. And for the community, is to keep in contact with your peers that are around you most of the time, like Bridges, for example. You can keep in touch with your groups, like we kept in touch through social networks and our cell phones and things like that. So, yeah, just keep in contact with people in your community.
The pros of joining social networks, such as Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Tumblr, are to connect, network with colleagues, friends, and family. The benefit is that they're popular and many people use them and check them regularly. Some social networks target specific age groups. Twitter, to be exact, probably targets mostly our age group, 18 to 25, a younger crowd. Facebook is something that a lot of people have mostly on their phone, like Facebook Messenger, Facebook app might come with your phone, and that's something that a lot of people may use to keep in contact, especially with a lot of family, because you can add your family, your friends, and all. Tumblr is very appealing, an outlet to show how you are and express yourself, and personally I think you have to be pretty artistic and good with computers to use Tumblr. Social networks should be used for local and distant communication. If a meeting for a school project is canceled last minute, like Bridges, we have a Bridges group that keeps us updated, even though it's on our email, but it's also, we have people who are Bridges on Facebook, and usually they're always updating things, and Twitter, they have a Twitter. Send out a group message on Facebook to every member, and it's already set directly to their phone, so they don't waste time knowing it's inconvenient.
So basically, the pros of it is just like everything's so instant. Like we don't have to like wait for it to download like it used to be. Internet Explorer used to take years for it just to download, but everything's so instant now. So we think that that's like a pro for us.
Do we need social networks? Social networks can be important in many ways depending on the person. It can be used as a way to interact with others through the internet by messages and sharing photos. Social networking sites are also a great way to keep up with what is going on worldwide and stay current. Others use social networking sites as a way to accumulate thousands of friends or as something to do when they're bored. In all honesty, we don't need social networking sites. In many ways, they can just lead us into trouble and can be a distraction.
How do these networks make money? All right, so let's think about it. On a social network, they have all your information and all the rights to sell it and check your terms. They take down your information and display ads customized for you. They know your race, your age, location, your friends, family. Facebook just started making money within the last year. The networks are worth billions and billions because of the information it holds. This is why Twitter is so huge. Its data is mining. A personalized ad is 1,000 times more valuable than a generic ad. That's why you see websites that tailor specific markets and make more per ad than border websites. So basically, these websites are pretty much like in competition with each other. So if a person says, oh, we're gonna get this many people to sign up, and that's how they get money. It's like a bargain, pretty much like a gamble. So that's how they make money. Okay, what are the trust and privacy concerns? But do you?
This is a concern with hacking a fake profile. This means someone's taking over an account that isn't theirs. They're doing things to sabotage the person who they hack. Identity theft is another concern. This is the fraudulent accusation of use of a person's private identity, information usually for financial gain. Cyberbullying is also a major concern. This involves the use of information and communication technologies to support repeated and hostile behavior by an individual or group. This is intended to harm others. This may include embarrassing, humiliating, threatening a person consent.
Okay, so these are like some percentages that people think that most students use or why they use it. To communicate and stay in touch with friends, to communicate and see other people regularly, it's like 80% of people that they see all around them have Facebook, so it's like no point, but they could just text them or call them. To communicate with friends that at camp or vacation and other lines in the city is 72%.
Do we believe joining is a benefit or a problem? According to facts, it briefly sums up that social networking indeed creates extraordinary benefits as well as serious and deadly problems. Example, social networking allows people to create new relationships and reconnect with friends and family. Increased communications online provided millions of Americans and curious individuals around the world.
Okay, so we're just gonna give you like a little bit of facts that you probably didn't know. The average Facebook user has 130 friends. More than 25 billion pieces of content is shared each month. 25 billion, that's a lot. More than 150 million people engage with Facebook, an external website, every month. There are more than 100 million active users currently accessing Facebook through their mobile devices. Twitter gets more than 300,000 new users every day. There are more than 600 million searchers on Twitter every day. There are more than 70 million users worldwide. A new member joins LinkedIn every second. So just right now, they just joined. The very first video uploaded was called Me at the Zoo on April 23rd, 2005. YouTube receives more than 2 billion viewers per day. You would need to live for around 1,000 years to watch all the videos currently on YouTube. So that's it. We are done. Does anybody have any questions, concerns? Okay.
All right, y'all give them another hand. Tough crowd, tough crowd, tough crowd. I think they did an excellent job. I think they put a lot of work into their presentation. Just a couple of things, and this is for those of you who will be coming along after them. It's always the toughest to be the first group to go. When you come up, always remember this. I don't need you to read to me what's on the slide. You insult my intelligence. Meaning this, I could sit and read that, and I don't need you to read it to me. Are y'all listening to me? And so you're supposed to be the expert on whatever you're presenting. And so when you're presenting, you should be able to talk about what's on that slide without having to look at the slide. You should be able to know it without looking at it because you went over it, you rehearsed it, it's inside of you. Okay? So as you begin to present, now this is just not for now, I'm speaking to you about doing presentations from now until you get through your college journey. You don't spend your time, if you're the presenter, looking at the screen, or they had the advantage of having it right in front of them, or they had it on the paper. But if you're reading exactly what's on there, then it tells me that you didn't get all the information inside of you. Okay, so as you're preparing to present, make sure you have it in you. So that, say this screen went out. It was still on that screen, but it went out. But you know you're not supposed to look at it. You should have it so well within you, so that if you're talking, you could keep on talking. It wouldn't faze you, and so you can move forward. Overall, I think you did a great job. That's just something. And you'll hear me say it over and over again, because I guarantee you, Somebody will come present next time, and we won't be in 8111, we'll be in 7114. And you're gonna be standing there reading off that slide. And I'll be like, that's not a good thing. If I'm grading you on a presentation, I'm deducting points. And so you say, man, we thought we did well. And you found out you got a C on the presentation. Okay? So that's going to be one of the most important things to learn as you're working on these presentations. You want to have it. If you need to use 3x5 cards, that's a good thing. But the 3x5 card shouldn't say exactly what's on there. It should have your bullet points so you don't forget to make a comment on something. Your 3x5 will have something that's totally different because what you want to do, because you would not have put everything on this slide. So now I'm talking, and I look at my 3x5 card and say, yeah, let me throw this good nugget out to them so they can have some extra information. Okay? Kendra and them so nice, they just wanted y'all to know everything up front. Okay? They want to make sure they didn't miss anything. So overall, anybody got any comments for them? To try to help them out?
You did a good job.
Comments for them. Not you commenting on it. Okay? All right. Now, those sheets were going around. Some of y'all did get an opportunity to do it, but I do need you, if you did not put your username on that sign-in sheet next to your name, I need you to put your Atlas username on there, because there's going to be an email coming from Dr. Carter to you. And then you need to respond to the email doing what she's asking you to do. Okay? So if you didn't put your username, and I know some of you know you did not, make sure before we'll have a little break here so that we can get set up for the mandatory meeting. And so everyone would know, and y'all can have other people as they come in. For the mandatory meeting, all of the new Bridges students going to be on these two columns here on my right. All the old Bridges students will be over here. The new Bridges student, you'll come in, you will sit with your groups. Okay? And then the others, the older returning Bridges students will be over in these two to my left. Okay? So that way, y'all will be able to get seated properly and all that other stuff. Okay? So, did everybody get an opportunity to sign in? Now, if you just came through the door, don't be trying to get on the sign-in sheet. Okay, now this is my other thing. When it comes to workshops, showing up for different things, punctuality means a lot. We want to start them on time. And so normally if you show up at a workshop more than 5 minutes late, that workshop will not count for you. Okay? If you show up more than 5 minutes late. Now I'm saying that because I've seen several people come in and you really consider it late. You know, I know some of y'all probably already put your name on the sign-in sheet. Okay? So this is your day of grace. Not the people who just came through the door. Right? This is your day of grace. But in the future, if you're more than 5 minutes late, no need of signing in. You don't have to make a scene. That workshop will not count. All right? Make sense? Did everybody get a chance to sign in? No. All right, hold on. All right. If you didn't get a chance to sign in, come sign in up here. The other sign-in sheets, if you could bring them up to me. There's some people on this sheet here who didn't get their username on there, so if you know you didn't get your username, Aaron, you might want to put it here. Okay?